A human skull, bound and tied remains. The gruesome discovery entombed in a Midtown Manhattan basement for years and part of a mystery that has baffled investigators for decades. Who murdered Midtown Jane Doe?
If you don't know who the victim is, you can't immediately determine, or it's extremely difficult to determine when they were killed.
The mystery began over 20 years ago as workers tear down a building at 301 West 46th Street. They are horrified by what they find under a concrete slab.
Human remains are discovered. They find she's wrapped in carpeting, or the layers of carpeting. She has some, there's an electrical cord wrapped around her neck, and she's somewhat hog-tied. So it's very indicative that she was killed and placed there.
The victim is brutally strangled, but police have little else to go on. They find a ring with the initials PMCG, a watch, and a dime from 1969. Over time, the actual building will become a clue, too. It was once home to the hottest club in Manhattan, Steve Paul's The Scene, where patrons could catch Jimi Hendrix and the Doors in the mid to late 1960s.
That was one of the most popular nightclubs in New York City at the time.
But identifying the murdered Midtown Jane Doe would take over 2 decades. Just last year, with significant strides in DNA technology, a database link was made between the victim and the mother of a woman killed at the World Trade Center on 9/11.
We had a first cousin, which is gold. You don't generally have that happen.
The DNA link determines that Jane Doe is actually Patricia Kathleen McGlone, her initials matching that ring found at the scene. But there are no photos of her. This image is a computer rendering based on DNA and remains.
First and foremost, we want to get information on who did this to her. We want to find out who killed her. Given the way she was found, it was a horrific way to be killed.
Her birth certificate says Patricia was born in 1953 in Brooklyn. Education records determine she was last seen alive on May 6, 1969, the very day she dropped out of school.
She was never reported missing from my investigation or the records that I have on her.
Police find an interview from her mother, also named Patricia, from May of 1970, when police were looking into a check fraud investigation involving Patricia's half-brother.
It's about 3 sentences. In substance, it's, so-and-so, this half-brother has a younger sister, 18 years old. She puts the age at 18. Addict, possibly pregnant. It was a huge piece of just actually reading somebody that actually acknowledged her as alive.
But the statement also raises more questions. Where was her child? Who was the father? And did her half-brother have anything to do with her murder? Police discover her half-brother died in 2012, but hit the jackpot when they find Patricia's May 1969 marriage license.
It all lends itself that, and based on my experience, that the person that did this was very close to her.
It lists Patricia's 32-year-old husband as Donald Grant. He's 16 years her senior, and his occupation, musician. But the most compelling piece of information, his address, 301 West 46th Street. The exact location where workers found Patricia's body in the building's basement.
I have very good indication that he potentially could have done this.
Grant has never been questioned, and now he's a person of interest. Police determined he left 301 West 46 by 1970. And solving one mystery has led to more, as investigators currently search for him along with Patricia's child.
I don't know if the baby was born. Did the baby come to term? Was the baby put up for adoption? Unfortunately, we don't have any record. We haven't been able to get any records back on anything.